Hello guys, I'm Yalchin. Welcome to Seller's Pride. Today our guest is Selman from Product Cyclops. Salman, welcome to Seller's Pride. How are you today?
Hello, Yalchin. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I know here is the morning and you are in Los Angeles. It should be night there. What time is it there now?
It's 6:20 p.m. here. It was a beautiful day. The sun is almost setting in an hour or so, but it's always sunshine in LA.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to now about what you are doing and what's your software. Could you give a little bit info about your background and then about your software?
Yeah, we started as an Amazon seller with my partner. We scaled from $1,000 to eight-figure sales. When we exited our brands, we were doing eight-figure sales in total. Most of them were private label brands. And then we had this software called Profit Cyclops. Back then, it was an in-house software for our companies for us to scale. And when we sold our brands, we decided, okay, we should be focusing on this software as well. Then we decided offering to the customers and we named it Profit Cyclops. That's how it came to be. It comes from experience. It helps you calculate your profit and do much more stuff. And then it also helps you scale your advertising and scale your sales on Amazon.
Yeah, it's great to speak with Amazon seller. I'm also Amazon seller since 2018. Maybe you know Tuna. Tuna. He's
Yeah,
Turkish.
I've heard about him. Yeah.
Yeah, he lives in Canada. Maybe your partner knows well. We started selling on Amazon in 2018 after watching his course and the blah blah. He helped many sellers to grow. I don't know when did you started selling on Amazon?
We started selling in 2014. Back then, there were no advertisements on Amazon, so we didn't have to worry about those. The only thing that we did was create the listings. Even back then, that was quite primitive. Right now, everything's more detailed, more advanced, and everything is much more strict in Amazon. Back then, I think it was easier to become a seller.
Yeah, even I remember in 2018, it was way more easier selling on Amazon, and the majority of the people didn't do the advertising and the spending money. Even some of my friends said that, "Oh, why you are wasting money for advertising?" But nowadays, without advertising, I don't think it's possible to sell on Amazon.
Private label without advertising, there's no way right now.
Yeah. Okay, let's go in detail about your software, how it works and how it helps sellers. Could you please maybe share the screen or go more detail about your software, please?
Yeah, so we were talking about advertising, and now it's impossible to sell without advertising. So that's where we come in. When you start doing FBA shipments, when you start keeping stock in Amazon warehouses, distribution centers, when you start shipping out products, doing advertising, then you have a problem. You have to know your profit. That's where we come in. We help you calculate your Amazon profit. And we do it beautifully, accurately, and very simply. We meet with a lot of customers. They think they can just go off of the settlements or the Excel sheets. But in these days of Amazon, it's quite impossible because now you have the reimbursements. Now you have the low inventory fees, the long-term storage fees. Back then, if it were the simpler times, maybe an Excel sheet would suffice. But right now, I think it's impossible. Let me share my screen and show you some features of the program.
Yeah, I agree with you. Without software, with Excel, I don't think maybe it's always even 20-30% difference with actual profit and the software profit.
It's always going to be different. And the business reports and the settlements, even on Amazon, are going to be different. So that you want to see the settlements, which then you have to export reports and you have to compile them. So all of the data meets together. And that's where we come in. We look at more than 120 fees, we compile them together, and we show you your profitability based on the order level, the SKU level, or the ASIN level.
Okay.
So let me show you the dashboard here. In the dashboard, like always, you select the date range. And this is what we had our brand managers look at every single day. You look at your total sales, total profit, and then your average order value, which is really important, and your total orders. And then when you go down here, you're going to see everything monthly. But these are the most basic fees. So this is your revenue, this is your cost of goods, and this is your advertising fees and your total profit. This is just a basic bird's eye view into everything. And we're going to go more into detail. That's what we're proud of. And this is also going to show you the daily. So you're going to see your daily profit, your daily revenue. These are the most important numbers. If you're doing a private label, if you're doing a resale, wholesale, any kind of Amazon sales, you want to know at the end of the day what your real profit is after taking out all the fees. And this is the inventory valuation. I don't see this much everywhere, but when I speak with the customers, they tell me, okay, I'm making money, but it's all in the inventory. But is it really? When you go in here, we see that we have $156,000 of inventory. This is the cost to buy. And when we sell it, we're going to make around $500,000 of sales. And this is going to generate $217,000 of profit. This is if you sell everything in the current price. And this is the profit that you would make.
It's kind of predictable, right?
Yeah, this is a really important figure because like you want to know you're making money or not. Like your bank account is empty, you think everything is in the stocks, but then you go in here and you realize there's not much money as you think.
Yeah, okay, that's good. I use different softwares and I didn't see this feature. That's good point. Okay.
And then we go into P&L report, which is going to be the same thing, but much more into detail. Again, you're going to see everything in months, but this is like an accountant view. You're going to have the income, you're going to have the cost of sales, you're going to have the expenses and the net profit. And anything that you want to see, you can just click and expand. And then you're going to be able to see your sponsored products, sponsored displays, the sponsored brands. If you want to go into inventory fees, you have the monthly storage, the long term, and the other fees. I think this is one of the most important ones. Since this is a demo, we don't have all the fees in here, but look at this. This is the paid service fee. This is for SAS Core. If you're in that program, if you're enrolled in that program, this is going to be that. You're going to have the liquidation fees. You're going to have the inbound placement fee, which is quite a hit the last few months, and it takes a big chunk out of everybody's profit, and people are not yet aware of this one. So this P&L report is going to show you everything in detail, and then also it's going to show you your net profit and your profit margin.
Okay, one question I have. For example, here we can see PPC sales, right?
We can also see the PPC too, yeah.
Like what the percentage of sales are coming from PPC and what organic. Am I right?
No, this is not that report, but we have other reports that show the same thing. This is going to show your profit margin, your net profit over COGS, and your total ACOS, which is going to be your total advertising spend or sales. And we have other reports, like if you go to reports, let me also show you this one first. We have the low inventory fee, which is one of the newer fees. And this one is going to show you which products are going to incur to low inventory fees. We have another report. This is for storage. This is going to show you, if you check 90 days, this is going to show you which products are incurring long-term storage fees. So you can just go look at these products. Then you realize, okay, I'm just keeping these. I have 395 of this one, and it's going to incur $47 of long-term storage fees. You click on the product, you go into the product page. You just go into the product page, you realize you're not selling any of this product, you're just keeping that inventory on the stocks. So you either have to liquidate this product or you have to just ship it out of Amazon, because this is costing you money and it's costing you a lot of money, but you don't realize. This is what we face with most of the customers when we speak with them. They have expenses that they don't even realize they're incurring right now. So this is taking a big chunk out of their profit. They have to destroy this product, or they have to take it out, they have to liquidate it, they have to do something about it. And when you have a lot of SKUs, when you have a lot of inventory, this becomes a huge problem. And again, you need a software like this to realize.
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, when you sell on Amazon, sometimes even the sales are perfect. If you don't pay attention to profit or this kind of stuff, somewhere is bleeding, really. You analyze this software and you find out, oh my God, I lose the money from here, maybe from reimbursement, maybe from long-term storage fee, or maybe there are always something we need to pay attention to close that like the hole or something like that to prevent losing the profit. I know what you are saying and what how you want to explain to sellers to prevent losing money. Okay, please go ahead for next one.
And this is going to be the profit by product page. This one is going to show you everything in SKU level. But you can also adjust. This is what I love. You can also see it on ASIN level or parent ASIN level. I usually like to do the parent ASIN level, which is much easier. And then you can just click and expand, and you can also see the child ASINs and the child SKUs. And this is going to show you this one sold 336. You can just sort it by profit, which is what we do with a lot of the customers. And you realize this product is losing $3,000 a month. You have to, again, the same thing with the long-term storage fees. You have to do something about this product. There is a negative margin. Then you realize if you just destroy these products, drop them off your Amazon that are losing money, you're going to be much more profitable. And then we go into the other products that are profitable, but then we look at the returns, how much they're costing us. And again, these products, they're costing you too much because they have a lot of returns. Then you go in and you try to fix these. So every page that we do, we try to provide you good insight so that you can see what's losing money, what's making you the most money. Like what are the fees that you're being charged and you don't realize. Again, the returns, without a program like this, it's impossible to realize how much the returns are costing you.
Yeah, we agree. Without a program, it's not possible. How you detect it manual, I don't think it's possible. I don't know the way. Maybe someone is doing, but really not possible.
Yeah, you can get some of the return reports, but again, you have to if you have to see the profit on the same page, if you have to see the sales numbers, the revenues, the cost of goods, it's impossible. You need something like this, and we do it accurately. And again, like you see here, the sales data was just pulled 1 minute ago, and the inventory data was the last pulled 1 minute ago. So this is always up to date. Like when you're doing Excel sheets, maybe you can do it once a month, maybe you can do it twice a month, but this much updated data is going to give you the insight to scale your sales. This is how we scale our sales ourselves with our brand managers. We used to look at this data, and then if you act on this data, that's how you scale.
Okay, let's go on nowadays. There is a popular topic about the reimbursement. I know you have reimbursement service as well, and how you help the sellers, and what's your terms, and what the sellers should do about the reimbursement. Could you go more detail about that?
Yeah, it's a really hot topic right now. It's a brand new topic. Amazon is saying they're going to automate the reimbursement process, at least some parts of it, the damaged products. But at the same time, they're taking that 18-month window of your being able to claim those amounts to 2 months. So we don't know how that's going to turn out, but this is the best time to go ahead and claim anything that you haven't reimbursed so far, because you're going to lose that 16 months period. And people were reluctant. They were saying, we have a 1.5 year window. We can go back and claim it like once a year or so. But this is going to change everything. For the damaged products, they're going to say they're going to automate it. We will see. If they don't, we're going to be here to claim it anyhow. But for that 2-month window, now it becomes much more important that you claim everything day by day, week by week, so you don't lose any of that money back to Amazon. You have to, because reimbursements, when we do it for our customers, we're one of those companies that go after the little bits and every single cent. And like the last time I spoke with a customer, their profitability increased 10% just because they started getting the reimbursements. That's really important. We show you how much reimbursement you're eligible for. This is an estimate that we get from your data and calculating it. And if you want to claim it, since this is a demo account, you don't have it, but you can just enroll in the process, and then somebody will start creating cases for you and start claiming those reimbursements for you. We get 25% of the reimbursements, which is the industry norm right now. And we, again, like I said, it's all human created. There is no automation behind it. You have to have a human that's actually going in and creating those cases and doing the calculations. So it's a burdensome process. Even for like $5 case, you have like a $3 case. So you have to go one by one and create each case one at a time.
Yeah, I remember last year we had an account. It was not that big account, maybe 120K or something like that. We sold in 3 months or something like that. I don't remember. And then one day I saw from the software we have almost 10,000 something like that reimbursement. I wouldn't believe it, because we shipped the product to Amazon 300 units or something like that, but Amazon received around 100 or 120. We waited, there is a 90 days window for receiving, and the shipment closed. Then I found, okay, this is very good point to get money from the Amazon. Then I asked our, most probably you are also doing that. We asked our shipping guy, freight forwarder from China, please give me a receipt you delivered this product to Amazon warehouses. Then I sent to Amazon back. I did it manually. It took me for more than 1 week or 2 weeks, something like that. But finally, I get all the money from the Amazon, and I was very happy, because it's huge number. Just imagine.
It's a huge number. It's a burdensome process, and if you forget about it, you lose it. And the inbound process, Amazon obviously is not going to automate that one. So that one is still up for grabbing. So you still have to go forward and chase those inbounds to be able to claim those even in the future. So that's a really big thing. And as a seller, we were 8-figure sellers, but for years we did not know about the reimbursements. Like, we knew we were able to claim them. We thought we were claiming them ourselves. But when we really got into the detail, that's where you see maybe double the amount, because as a seller yourself, you don't know the reports, you don't know how to compile them, and you can't just go ahead and realize what has been reimbursed and what's not. It's a really harder process to do it yourself. So I wish back in the days there were services like these. I remember they were just coming out when we were sellers, but they would have saved us a lot of money back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Every single dollars on Amazon now is valuable, really. The Amazon
It's much more important right now than it was before. Yeah. Let me show you another feature. We have the inventory planning with the low-level inventory and the placement fees being a big thing right now. This is a page that helps our sellers a lot. First, you edit the legend. You tell us like how many days of stock that you want to keep. Like we distributed. So if you wanted to say send stock soon, 29 to 71 days, let's do it 77. And then you say how many weeks of replenishment that you want to keep on Amazon, which is going to be 6 weeks, the usual. Then these days people also do 8 weeks, and then you save it. And then this is going to show you, okay, let's go to send stock now. This is going to show you how many you have available, how many you have pending. When I mean pending, which is like the inbound, the reserved, and how many stock days of products that you have. So you click on this one. Let's look at these. You have made 55 sales in the last 15 days, 131 in the last 30 days. And this is going to tell you how much you need to stock up. Like this one, you need to stock up 245 products based on the sales. So this is also a really important feature, and it also shows you the overstock. So these products, you have 122 days of stock. So again, you have to do something about these products so that you don't pay long-term storage fees. And these products are obviously not selling this fast. So you need to either liquidate them or lower the price or do something about this. And the last thing that I come to is the return orders, which is also, again, this is sorted by the sales. So the top one is the most sold. And as we go to the bottom, it's the less sold. As you see here, the top sold products is 0% return rate, 1% return rate. And as we scroll down, the products that are selling worse has the much worse return rate, which is like 8%, 7%. If you're doing clothing, if you're doing something that's going to be returned a lot, it's going to be much more. As you go to the third page, look, this is like 30% return rate, and the sales are really low. So you can just go in, click, and then you can see what the problem was and why the customer returned it. This is the reason they put into that return bubble. Yeah, they're returning it, and then we show it right here. So let's say, okay, you have this product which has a 5% return rating. You click on it, and then you realize what the problem is. If you can fix it, great. Then you have a 1% return rate. Your product is going to do much better. But if you can't fix it, then you have to drop this product or find some other product that's going to be more quality and that's not going to have these issues. So this is also a really important feature, especially for private label owners, because you want to know what's wrong with your product. You want to know what the customer says. Again, this is a really hard to reach data if you're not using a program like this. And this data is really valuable. Again, you can just go into details, and then you can still see what the product is, how much it's selling. So it's really convenient. You can see the return rates, you can see the reason, then you can go in, you can see how much you have sold it in the last few months and how much you have sold it in the last few days. What were the prices, the cost, like what was your last profit on these products? Everything is there. And it's so easy to see, so easy to grab. The only thing that you have to do this diligently. You have to make sure you're losing and dropping the money losing products, and you're focusing on the products that are doing much better and that are profitable. So this is the gist of how we scale to 8 figures. You just have to do this repeatedly, and you are not supposed to get emotional with the products. I see with the private label brand owners, they get emotional with their brands, and they don't want to drop the products even though it's not doing well. They think it's going to do well, but the market is everything, and what it says is everything. You have to listen to the data all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Even nowadays, I'm working with 2 factories to help their product to sell on Amazon. I believe they have great product. For example, they show me on the Amazon also their products. They say quality is perfect. My product is much more better than this competitor. I say it's not possible. This is the market. They have big market cap branding and they have a lot of review. It's not possible to compete with those products. I know they are approaching the issue with emotionally. Maybe they believe the quality is good, but the market is something average. Market is not only considering design or quality.
And also, like, you have other factors. You have the listings right now these days are much better than they used to be. The photos and the listings are good, but the quality of the product, the pricing, like the return rates, like how big is it? How heavy is it? It's going to be incurring more FBA fees. Like these are all of the things that are going to be more important. In the US, we have this 25% Trump tax. Are you able to avoid that tax with that, with the ingredients, with the contents? Are you buying it from a country that's going to have less customs fees? If it's from China, more than likely it's going to have that 25% customs duties, taxes. So it's more compiled, especially for private label owners. But for resellers, again, even for resellers, they have a lot of products, they have a lot of SKUs. They need to keep track of everything in a detailed manner like this.
Okay, besides to Amazon, which other marketplaces your software works?
Right now, we're supporting Walmart, Shopify, and eBay. You just click on here. Right now, since this is the demo, we only have the Amazon US. You can have Walmart, eBay, Shopify, and we're working on also TikTok right now. And you can also change the different marketplaces. So you can have Netherlands Amazon Germany, and you just click here and switch between all the marketplaces. And our pricing is pretty good. We start out at...
Maybe you can go just a product page without login.
Yeah, so right now we can show you like the starter package. This is for people who are just starting on Amazon. It's only $2 a month until they pass $5,000 a month of profit. And after that, it's going to be $20 for standard program and $40 for the plus program. If you're a really large seller with more than $1 million of sales a month, then you're going to be in the enterprise program, which is $100. But our packets are really cheap, $20 and $40 for the data that we're providing and for the benefit that we're providing. And our model is, if you do like a 30-minute session with us, we're going to be able to save you a year's of fee in that session, because a lot of the customers, like I was trying to point out, they don't know what the products they're losing money on, or they don't realize what the best product is for them. And we can just pinpoint those so easily with this program.
Just maybe let's ask you how the customers can find you from the website or other.
So they can go into the Amazon App Store, or they can just go to profitcyclops.com. They can just click to get started, or they can schedule a call with us. And I've been following your videos, Yalchin. You're doing great, and all the videos, they're so informative. I just watched like 5 of them today, so keep up the great work. They're beautiful.
Thank you for great words. Is there anything at the end you want to add?
Yeah, that's great. I hope like we're like a big family with all the Amazon sellers. I hope in the future is bright for us, and the e-commerce is still growing. I don't want to be, I want to be hopeful, and I believe in the abundance of the sales. So I believe that there's a lot more room to grow. We just have to do it more carefully in Amazon space right now. But Amazon is still a big space. E-commerce is still a huge space. And then most of the sellers can still keep growing. I mean, it's a little harder, but it's still possible. The dream is still alive and well.
Yeah, there is harsh competition nowadays, but there is always room to grow. Need to do it carefully, or maybe invest always to be innovative and develop new techniques and maybe the products. That's overall. Thank you for today. Thank you, guys. See you on next videos.
Thank you, Yalchin. Thank you.